Hi Cancer, welcome to your May general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Cancer and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright Cancer, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy for you guys, and then we'll jump into the cards. So let's take a deep breath in and tune into the energy of Cancer. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on for my Cancers in the month of May in regards to love and romance. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Cancer. What do you need to know about your love life? What is unfolding? What's happening? What message does Spirit, God, the universe want to give you about your love life at this time that you need to be aware of so I can give you the answers you're looking for? So let's see. Ooh, different pages. So it says you and this person don't share the same vision. The letter D is sticking out to me, as in Danielle, Daniel, first, middle, last initial, Dylan. I don't know why I heard that. But yeah, I feel as if Cancer, there's something about this situation, about this connection where you're seeing you guys don't want the same things. You know, I do feel almost as if Cancer, you're just kind of tapping out of a situation, maybe even bored with the situation, whether it's too repetitive, not enough, kind of plateaued here. Interesting. You guys could even be opposites of one another. Like, for example, one could be extroverted, one could be introverted, someone, I don't know, you just are kind of feeling the vibes aren't very right, or there's something about this situation you're kind of realizing isn't going to work here. Interesting. Tell me more. Even, you know, for some, it could be like someone's looking for something more serious and someone just wants to have fun here. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Cancer. Oh, okay, you got two. So you got nowadays. And it says, delays, restriction, resistance leading to strength, innovation, need, fire, self-reliance, distress, confusion, conflict, and the power or will to overcome them. And then you have Hagalaz. And it says, wrath of nature, destructive, uncontrolled forces, especially the weather or within the unconscious, tempering, testing, and trial. Ooh, yeah. You know what, Cancer? I just feel as if there's not a lot continuing this flame here that you're seeing. There's someone who's flaky. There's someone who doesn't want to give in. There's someone who's on and off. There's someone who, you know, is just kind of floating by and thinks that what you guys have is fine and dandy. And it's not settling well with you, Cancer. And maybe even for some of you guys, you've recently had an argument with this person. You called this person out. Because that's what I'm feeling with this Hagalaz energy here. I'm almost feeling fire rising or moon sign you can have, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo or something like that. But you really let them have it, Cancer. And I think it was something that was necessary and needed. Maybe this person tried to play you and you weren't going to get played, period. And so if they were playing games, if they were flaking out, bye. I think that's how it is. What do they want to tell Cancer that they haven't told Cancer? I know it wasn't meant to be like this. So yeah, I do feel this. I feel this energy of either a breakup or putting an end to something. And I just feel as if someone's not mature enough, someone's not emotionally available to meet your needs. And I think that this person is kind of, instead of going up and stepping up for you, they're just letting this go. And I think they realize that, there was things they could have done more of. I think if you were the one to kind of break it off, if you were the one to decide this was done, they are kind of bummed about it. But I think they understand why, Cancer. If they didn't know who you are, they know who you are now. You are not someone to be walked all over. I think people underestimate Cancers because I'm a Cancer, we come off as very giving, kind, nurturing, emotional, whatever it is. And people sometimes take that as a weakness. And our kindness, our love is not a weakness. We know when to give it and we know when it's not enough. And I feel with this situation, you're figuring out it's not enough. But yeah, I definitely see an argument. Whether that's to come because you're going to break this off and they're not going to take it well, or this just recently happened between the two of you and it was kind of like the last straw. So let's get deeper into this. Tell me more about this energy. The Hierophant. Dead center of this. I think Libra had this at the dead center of their reading as well. So if you're dealing with the Libra, if you have strong Libra in your chart, I suggest checking out the Libra reading. Knight of Wands, yeah. You wanted a commitment. You wanted someone that would be there for you, that would give their all the way you do. I mean, definitely you're not the type that just wants to be the one that is receiving all this. You are someone that is a partner. You're a ride or die. And if someone can't give that energy back, it's done for. And with Knight of Wands crossing this, yeah. Cancer, I do feel as if you were dealing with a player, a playette, someone that is just in it for the fun, someone who is very sexually motivated. You guys could have met online. Tinder, I'm getting specifically for some. Of course, that doesn't have to be for everyone. So yeah, you went silent, or you're going silent. Four of Swords crowning this Libra energy. Okay, let's get all the cards out first, and then I'll show them to you guys. Yeah, there's problems here, Cancer. I think you've known this for a while. It's just kind of really boiled over to this point where I think you're kind of understanding there's not much more to be done anymore. I don't even think you're that interested as much, Cancer. And I think maybe this reading will give you that confirmation, give you that clarity. Honestly, with the Four of Swords, you could just be bored too. But bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Pisces energy. So with this Ten of Cups, for some of you, you could have met through a family member. I know that's specific, or maybe even met through your soul tribe type of situation. But yeah, I feel at the beginning, maybe Cancer, you kind of felt this could be something that can unfold to the Ten of Cups. I do feel as if you were looking for someone and are always looking for someone that has it all. Yes, of course, physical attraction is a good thing, but someone that you can really see yourself being with, that you vibe on an emotional, mental level. You have to have it all or else you're not that engaged. And I think that is what you were trying to wait and see if this could ever play out to be. And maybe even for someone out there for a bit of time, you may have kind of idealized this connection, daydreamed and fantasized about you two being together. But as certain things kept on rolling out, as the lack of compatibility or differences kind of made it apparent, this idea of being together seemed to fade more and more. Now, this could even be someone you were in a relationship with or currently are in a relationship with, but it's just not working. You guys are not in harmony. Maybe when you first met, you guys got along a lot better in the first 6 months in the honeymoon stage than where it's turned out to be now. But yeah, more than anything, I think Cancer, like I said, it's not just a sexual attraction for you that keeps you invested and interested in a relationship. They have to really be compatible with what you're looking for, that could give you your comfort, that can give you your security, and that you could see yourself being happy with for a very long time. And I think they just kind of didn't measure up to that. Now, for some, this could be someone you have kids with, or maybe has kids with someone else, and that could have provided its own problems within the connection. But let's get into it. At the center of this, we have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. I also feel Capricorn energy for me as a reader. Now, different than what I picked up on for Libra, I feel someone very, very stuck in their ways. They are not open to change. They're not open to compromise. They like to do their own thing, live their own way, their own style. Whether that's you, Cancer, or the person you're dealing with. And I think because you have such, a foundation of what you want to have in a relationship and someone's not willing to work on that, that's where you're okay with, moving on to something else or to the next, if there are better options out there. You want something serious, you want something devoted. And I feel like with this Hierophant too, Cancer, there wasn't a lot of consistency. There was always something, is kind of what I'm hearing here. Always some sort of drama, always some sort of thing that comes out of left field that throws you off guard. And that's a lot of what you were done with, or are done with in this situation here. So I feel like with the Hierophant, you're doing this out of your own integrity. You're doing this not even just because it's right for you, but for both of you. Like Spirit said here, you're on different pages. And I think that's what you're kind of accepting now that you tried to work through before. Someone could be wearing orange, or orange is someone's favorite color. But the challenge of this is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, Sagittarius energy. So, yeah, again, player-playette energy. They didn't like to fully settle down with just one person. Maybe at first, Cancer, you found them to be very charming, exciting, passionate, confident, which turned you on in the first place. But they were never around to stay. And they may have been the type that, would go cold, go silent for months and days, and then hit you up as if nothing happened, as if you were waiting for them or something like that. They also were impulsive, risk-taking, which is something I feel doesn't settle well with your vibe and energy. They definitely like to go out a lot. They like to party a lot, hang out with friends a lot. And I feel for sometimes your Cancer, yeah, you're down with that some days, but not all the time. And there's some days where you just want to stay at home, chill, Netflix, and whatever. And they weren't always down for that. And too, Cancer, with this Knight of Wands, I feel they could be very dramatic, very hot-tempered, start problems, kind of pick at you for things and create issues out of nothing. And I also feel like maybe you kind of find too that they were sexually motivated. They would only hit you up when they wanted you to come over, when they wanted a hot night or something. And that's not what you're about. So what's crowning this is the Four of Swords. Libra energy. So I don't feel like you guys are talking right now. I feel that whatever you kind of brought up, what argument you did or called them out, you kind of left it there. And I feel with this Four of Swords, it's making you think a lot. Something about this time around, or whatever they did that was the last straw, is really making you sit and think about if this really is anything that's good for you. If this is really anything that you could see in the long haul of being the Ten of Cups. But honestly, too, I feel for some of you guys, not to be shady, but since you guys have stopped talking, you feel a lot more peace. I almost feel like this is the type of person when you see a text or a call, it gets your anxiety up. And maybe if it's not anxiety, it's like your alarms up. Like, uh-oh, what do they want? Why are they messaging me? What's going to go on? And since that hasn't happened, it's like, yeah, I can breathe again, almost. And Cancer, they're finding your silence to be intriguing. They're kind of not used to it. Especially if before, if they'd hit you up, you'd always reply. You're not replying this time. What's reading this is the Five of Swords. Aquarius energy. They like to play games. They like to feed their own ego. They like people that tell them what they want to hear. And you're very truthful, Cancer. At the center of this is the Hierophant. You don't say or do anything that to kiss people's asses, to get people to like you. You don't need that. And I feel that's kind of what this person needs. And you picked up on that as well. But there's a lot of fights with this person, a lot of arguments with this person. And they may even play the, or do the silent treatment with you. And they've done that before. Now it's being flipped. It's being reversed. You for more of a reason than to get, communication out of them the way they used to do to you. Like make you feel bad for something you shouldn't have felt bad for. Or put all the blame on you to make themselves feel better. Like, oh, I don't know why you were thinking that. I never told you I wanted anything. Fine, fair. But then if I told you I'm looking for something more, or I want something deeper than that, you knew that, but you still wanted to keep this going. I feel with this Five of Swords too, just whatever someone said, whatever someone tried to do, just didn't work. And I feel, Cancer, with this Five of Swords, maybe there's nothing you can do with this person that will ever be right if they all will be in the mindset of just wanting to have fun. How they see you is the Death card. Scorpio energy. Some of you could have a Scorpio moon or a Scorpio rising. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, you're pretty over it. And I don't know if this is just the confirmation you need or anything that I'm telling you that you didn't know, but you're kind of done. And I think maybe now you're trying to figure out how to proceed with it, how to tell them it. But energetically, you're getting off that vibe too. And they're a little ego hurt by it, Cancer. Maybe because of the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands combination, they thought they could have anyone that they want. They thought that they could have a lot of options that they could get used to having. Not with you, Cancer. You have finally put the nail in the coffin to this. And they really do view the situation as over with you. But how you see them or how they may be within this is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Again, I'm not trying to put anyone down or anything, but you kind of see how this person in the card is wearing a jester hat. Yeah, you can tell, Cancer, that they don't even know what they want. They're up and down. They may be acting for now that this is whatever, but they'll come back again because that's what they always do with the Knight of Wands. They still have a lot to figure out. They still have a lot to mature to. But they're just taking life as it comes. They are not dedicated or committed to anything really, or a lot in their life. And the more that they are trying to decide, the more they're unable to decide what to do with this, how to move forward in this, the more the boat is sailing. You see literally right past that right there. You're moving more and more away from this. Now, Cancer, I gotta say, this person may be juggling you and someone else. So there could be some sort of third-party situation going on that you're aware of or not aware of. But it's like they do this to the other person as well, what they do to you. They'll be on and off. When they're with you, they'll be off. When they're off with you, they'll be with them. For some of you, that's a definite here. I kind of want to clarify this Two of Pentacles because there's a little bit more to this that I'm feeling. Tell me more. I'm hearing someone chewing gum. I wonder if someone likes to chew gum a bit. That's their go-to, and maybe that's who I'm talking about, or that's you, Cancer. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse. More Capricorn energy here. They're unstable, Cancer. They can't give you what they can't give themselves. I don't even know if they really have that stable of a job, a stable of a home. They may, which is no shade, but they may live with their parents, they may live with roommates, just not developed. And I think that's another aspect of this that you're seeing you're on different pages of, because you're going places, Cancer, with the Hierophant. You have goals and ambitions for yourself to get somewhere. You may even find this person to be a little bit lazy at times too. Why am I hearing No Scrubs by TLC? That may be a song for you guys. You may feel that song on another level. But we also have Judgment in reverse. And this says truth here. So I almost feel like you feel as if you're never going to know what this person wants. You're never going to get the truth out of them. They're trying to avoid judgment from you, Cancer, which is probably why they're not coming forward to apologize or to further talk this out with you. Because again, you'll lay it out for them if you need to. But yeah, I think they're not waking up to this situation. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they're fine with how everything is in their life, as unstable as it is. And we can get in that era if we are not looking at the reality of a situation. Bottom of the deck, emotional withdrawal. So yeah, Pisces energy, by the way. You may have always seen them to be emotionally unavailable, but I think this is what's making you kind of, where you kind of once thought this was the 10 of Cups or someone you could really be with, as this continues or whatever just happened, it's making you emotionally withdraw from all this. And I don't think they're seeing that fully yet. Again, Cancers, we sidestep. So like we slowly but surely kind of tap out of the situation, and maybe you don't have to explain yourself, Cancer. Maybe you already did, or everything you've like already done has kind of said it for itself. But yeah, I think they're a little bit embarrassed by the fact that, you know, they're so uncertain about a lot of things. The way they kind of may come off as a scrub. And again, Crosswatcher, if Cancer is doing this to you, just flip it all around. You're free to do that. But it's just making you less and less interested. And I think that that is something to pay attention to, Cancer, and something that you may finally finalize here so you can move on to something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you. But I definitely feel as if this person is a little bit, if you were the one to end this, they're going to be shocked because they thought you'd always be around. I definitely see that here, especially with the Hierophant being in the middle of it. All right, Cancer, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold, what are they going to do, not do, anything that I can give you that could give you more guidance and advice with whatever happens, you make the best decision for yourself. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Cancer, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it provides you with any confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to whatever it is you're going through in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.